Hey, guys, welcome to the Daily Movie Recaps. Today I will talk about 2022 Thor, Love, and Thunder. A distant, desolate planet. An inhabitant named Gore carries his exhausted daughter in his arms. The girl is dying of hunger. Father buries his daughter and washes the grave with tears. A strange call is heard, which leads Gore to the oasis. Here he meets a god named Rapu, who didn't help his daughter. Disappointed, Gore renounces Rapu, angering the great god. He is going to punish the unfaithful creature, but suddenly a sword appears in Gore's hand. This gives him incredible powers, and he vows to destroy all the gods of the universe. Rapu becomes Gore's first. After past adventures, Thor travels with the Guardians of the Galaxy team. They come to help another planet. The local king tells about the deeds of a mysterious god butcher who caused chaos in his world. The palace has been captured by bird-like creatures, whom Thor proceeds to fight. He eventually wins the battle, but accidentally destroys the palace. For providing such help, the king gives the hero 2 screaming goats. Meanwhile on Earth, Thor's ex-girlfriend Jane is suffering from cancer. One day she gets a book about Scandinavian mythology. Thor's hammer gives the owner not only divine power, but also good health. Jane goes to New Asgard, and the remains of Mjolnir are displayed as an exhibit for tourists. The weapon feels her presence. The Guardians of the Galaxy receive many signals for help. Thor constantly travels through the planets and overcomes all higher beings. On his way in one of the messages, Thor recognizes Lady Sif and decides to come to her aid. Thor finds an injured Sif and learns that Gore's next target is Odin's son himself. The god butcher is already in New Agar. Valkyrie was elected mayor of the city, comes to their defense. Thor also tries to help her out during the battle. He notices the familiar flashes of Mjolnir. He is excited to see his faithful hammer restored, but it no longer obeys him. The shocked god meets the new owner of the weapon, his ex, Jane. Gore has already kidnapped children. One of the kidnapped boys telepathically contacts Thor, and he sees that children are being kept in the Kingdom of Shadow. The heroes realize that they have no chance to fight Gore on his land, so they should seek help. The other gods must join them in this war as they may become the next victims. They need to talk to Zeus, the supreme god. The ship prepares to set sail, and even the flying goats finally come in handy. The gang arrives on Olympus and disguises themselves as elemental gods. Thor goes to the ruler and is quickly exposed, leaving the god of thunder pantless. After getting humiliated, the hero tells a selfish Greek colleague about the threat Gore brings armed with a necro sword. However, Zeus already knows and it doesn't bother him much. The Golden Temple is safe, so he's not going to risk it for the Guardians. Moreover, he knows the main purpose behind Gore's crimes. He seeks to reach eternity, capable of fulfilling any wish, including the one to destroy all gods. Zeus refuses even to provide his thunderbolt, which could become a powerful weapon against Gore. He can't let go of Thor, even with his weapon. It turns out that it is his Stormbreaker axe that can open the passage to eternity, which is why Gore is hunting Thor. Zeus wants to own this weapon, thus ordering his soldiers to capture it. Thor is joined by Jane, Valkyrie, and Korg. During the fight, Zeus smashes the big stone hero with his thunderbolt. Thor manages to grab the lightning and strikes Zeus himself. Thor hears his friend's voice among the pile of stones. His face survived, which is the only vital part. Valkyrie takes the thunderbolt and the gang leaves Olympus. Our heroes head straight to the Kingdom of Shadows. Thor and Jane recall the past and the man decides to confess his feelings. Jane talks about her illness. Her life is supported only by the magical hammer, and this cannot continue forever. A tough conversation ends with a passionate kiss. The ship lands on a gloomy planet. The team finds the place where the children are kept. Though the cage is empty, it's a trap. Shadow grabs them and Gore appears once again. He threatens to kill Thor's friends if he does not give him the Stormbreaker. The hero summons his axe and frees himself from captivity. Gore grabs Val's thunderbolt and seriously wounds her. Gore manages to take away his Stormbreaker from Thor. After the defeat, the gang heads to the New Asgard. Jane is getting worse and Thor forbids her to continue fighting. Mjolnir is draining her of human power and she will die if she continues to use it in battles. Val is also not ready to go on because of her injury. Besides, all that was left of the cog was the mouth. Seems that the god of thunder can only rely on himself. He takes the thunderbolt in his hands and sets out to save the kids. Meanwhile, Gore, accompanied by the children, has almost reached eternity. He begins to open the entrance door with the Stormbreaker, but the thought appears right on time. He motivates the young Asgardians to fight and gives them the power of Zeus with the help of the thunderbolt. A lightning army led by the god of thunder attacks the forces of evil. Thor finally faces Gore one-on-one. The god butcher turns out to be too strong. Rescue comes at the last moment. Jane couldn't stay in the hospital and came to help. She fights Gore. Thor takes his Stormbreaker and sends it to Earth, along with the Asgardian children. Thor covers Jane and engages in a final fight with the villain, Thunder, Slayer, and Necro Sword Cross. Jane throws her Mjolnir right into Gorr's sword, destroying the source of his power. Nevertheless, the entrance to eternity is open, and the defeated opponent goes to the creature that is ready to fulfill any wish. The heroes also end up in the same place, but Jane's life is coming to an end. She cannot hold onto the magic hammer forever and sacrifices herself. The woman confesses her love and turns into shiny, magical ash. Gorr is also dying and about to make his final wish, to destroy all the gods of the universe. Thor urges him to choose love, not revenge. He can use eternity to get his daughter back. Instead, Gorr agrees but is afraid that the girl will be left alone. The god of thunder promises that he will take care of her as if she were his own. New Asgard continues to live in peace and harmony. The city decorates a monument to Jane in honor of her heroic deed. Thanks to her, the children returned. Valkyrie continues to faithfully serve the Asgardians. Cog has his stone body fully grown back. Thor's everyday life has changed the most. He has something to live for and he no longer travels with the Guardians of the Galaxy. Now he is a caring father of a little girl. The child has a portion of eternity's powers left in her, but this fact doesn't frighten the caring God. That's how love and thunder mix together. Meanwhile, on Olympus, Jesus has been found alive and well after being struck by a thunderbolt from Thor. The supreme god is angry and seeks revenge. His son, Hercules, is ready to make his father's wish come true. Looks like Thor's adventures are far from over. Jane ends up in Valhalla. At the entrance to the Scandinavian paradise, the woman is met by Heimdall. And here you have it. Another chapter of the superhero saga comes to an end, a bright and cheerful flick. Thanks for watching. Be sure to share comments. Also, please like and subscribe to the channel. We'll see you soon.